Groove Line. The name of this podcast is after my favorite Heatwave song, Groove Line. We riding on the groove line, ooh, ooh. For another ride on the groove line with your host, Chris Stevens. Hopefully you all are doing well out there. Of course, we took a couple of days off after the BMM 30 series to sort of recalibrate, and meaning I needed to get my voice back. But my voice is back, and we back on the train. So thank y'all for coming aboard. If this is your first time tuning in, The Groove Line is a music podcast that talks about music from the past, present, and future. We talk about funk, dance, EDM, hip-hop, jazz, R&B, soul, neo-soul, disco, you name it, we cover it. And if you're new, once again, I remind you to subscribe and tap that notification bell so we get notified of all the new content that drops on this channel. And don't forget to like and comment on these videos, because the more likes and comments we get, the more eyes and ears, so I don't poke myself in the damn eye, can be on this channel. So today is July 3rd, and it's a big day in music. For one, this is the 30th anniversary of D'Angelo's Brown Sugar album, the jumping off point for neo soul, as it were. I may do something about that a little later on, but I thought about today as being the birthday of one of my favorite vocalists from one of my favorite bands from back in the day. And that, of course, means today is the 76th heavenly birthday of Mr. Johnnie Wilder Jr., who was the lead singer of Heatwave. Johnnie, of course, was born to Johnnie Wilder Sr. in Lucille in Dayton, Ohio in 1949. His younger brother Keith came along 2 years later. And Johnnie has quite the interesting story. I mean, he was always a singer, but he fell in love with this girl in high school named Rosalind. Once they graduated, Johnnie was going off to college and Rosalind was going off to the service. So Johnnie was like, I ain't letting this girl get away. I can't do that. I mean, a college education sounds nice, but I'm going to follow this woman into the army. And that's exactly what he did. He went right down to the same recruiting office that Miss Rosalind went down to, and they ended up being stationed together all over the world. And they ended up getting married and having a daughter. So while Johnnie is overseas, he's performing at Army talent shows and different things. And then he meets different, instrumentalists from different groups of the world. Like Ernest Bilbo Berger was the drummer, one of the best drummers nobody ever talks about. Mario Matese on the bass. And then you have guys like Roy Carter from the UK. And then, of course, he brought his younger brother Keith over from Ohio. And that's how Heatwave got started. And Heatwave had a really, really dope run right up until Johnny's unfortunate accident in 1979, where he was blindsided by a dump truck and was paralyzed from the neck down. He would never walk again. But he kept recording with Heatwave until 82. He went solo as a gospel artist and passed away in his sleep on May 13th, 2006 at the age of 56. So I just wanted to honor him today because he sung a lot of the leads on some of my favorite songs of the 70s. I mean, Keith Wilder was a great singer too. I mean, Groove Line. The name of this podcast is after my favorite Heatwave song, Groove Line. We riding on the groove line, ooh, ooh. Yeah, but Keith sung lead on that, but Johnnie had the nice little, chorus parts. Leave your worries behind. I can't go as high as Johnnie did, but trust me, it makes that song because Keith has this really gruff, excited, sort of growl on the verses, and then Johnnie comes in on the chorus real light and tender, but you still get the urgency of the message. Get on the groove line, and that's what I want you to do on this channel. So today I'm going to give you. That's right. 5 of these. 5 of my favorite Johnnie Wilder Jr. led songs from Heatwave. And we're going to get started with the one that, pretty much started off for them. 1976's Ain't No Half Steppin' from Too Hot to Handle, their debut album. This one, of course, ended up being sampled by Big Daddy Kane for a hip-hop track of the same title. And it's not really a vocal acrobatics course, but it's really clear that Johnnie is telling y'all what Heatwave is all about. Don't let your motors run, no half stepping, ain't no half stepping. We're gonna do it good, yeah. Ain't no half stepping, like you know we should. Ain't no half stepping, smoke it, start to smoke. Ain't no half stepping, cause we're the funky folks. Yeah, great song. I mean, whenever it comes up on like my shuffle list, I'm really like in a good mood because it's just like, oh man, I'm about to really just start dancing around here these days. All right, number 4, also off of Too Hot to Handle, is Show Enough Must Be Love. Now, this is where Johnny really excels in the ballad area. The next 3 are pretty much ballads. But yes, Show Enough Must Be Love is one of those deep album cuts that you hear every once in a blue moon if you're on an old school radio station, or if your algorithm is kind enough to show it to you, and then you just listen to it and you just talk, and Johnny's just singing about all the ways that you could be in love, like driving around trying to pick up a radio station, and then you find the song that hits, and you fall in love all over again. And sure enough must be love. It's got to be. Yeah, Too Hot to Handle was a great debut for Heatwave. I may do an entire episode about that once we hit the 50th anniversary of that next year. Number 3. Now, this one, I mean, you just have to listen to it and just get the full effect of it. Mind-blowing decisions. Like, it literally, like, Johnny wrote this himself. So he was, I don't know if him and Rosa were going through things, or he was just, writing on behalf of other lovers going through things. But you just have to imagine that this song was written by a dude who knew some things about some things. So I thought to myself, I give plenty time to all of these decisions lying in my mind. And just, it's a great, great song. Just an unbelievable song. This comes from their second album, Central Heating, which came out in the UK in 77 and in the United States of March of 1978. And I think Central Heating is the best Heatwave album front to back. I mean, they don't have many bad albums even after Johnny had his unfortunate accident, but Central Heating is the one. Like, if I had to recommend a Heatwave album to anybody, Central Heating is absolutely the one. Number 2, I know y'all probably thinking this was going to be number 1, but I got a reason why number 1 is number 1. But yes, number 2, the legend Heatwave song, the legend Johnnie Wilder Jr. vocal, always and forever, each moment with you. Like, apparently he sung this like it was a concert. Like, there were people in the studio. Like, they got people in the studio to sort of like, create a concert setting, and he just went for it. And you could tell because the ad libs, the emotion, the just the tempo and the tone of it, just the way that he just sung this, like, he's singing, to anybody in the room, any young lady that was in the room, to make them feel special, because that's what you have to do as a singer. You have to connect with your audience. And Johnnie Wilder Jr. absolutely connected on Always and Forever. I mean, like, it was if you're a left-handed hitter, to use a baseball term, because I used to play baseball. There was one thing I was actually good at as a sport. But, as a lefty, if you either switch hit or you're a left-handed hitter, that down and in coming from a pitcher is the sweet spot. It's just the way it works. It's just the way geometry and physics work. But, for Johnny, Always and Forever, the way Rod Temperton served it up to him was a fastball down and in, and he crushed it. Absolutely, like upper deck, upper tank, long gone. And it's Heatwave's legend song. It's one of the best slow jams ever, and it's one of the original Quiet Storm classes, because the Quiet Storm genre started in 1976, 77-ish. So yeah, when this one came out, everybody knew Quiet Storm was here to stay, because this is a Quiet Storm banger. But it's not my favorite Johnnie Wilder Jr. lead. This is number 1, the star of the story. This is one of those songs that just, everything is perfect. The instrumentation, the lyrics, the recording, the mastering, and the mixing, the way Johnny's vocals just seem like, a detached outer body experience. Because if you've ever used this song, if you've ever heard this song or had it on your playlist during certain moments, you understand how you can feel like, you've been detached from your body, and your soul just kind of like rises up, and your spirit just kind of ascends. I don't need to say anything else. But yeah, star of the story, man. Just another Rod Temperton written smash. My favorite, it's my second favorite Heatwave song. Groove Line is my favorite, but my favorite ballad is Star of the Story. Like, if you've never heard the Star of a Story, I highly recommend you get on that. Matter of fact, go ahead and stop listening to this and go do it now, and then come back and tell me what you think. But yes, the Star of the Story is my favorite Johnnie Wilder Jr. led Heatwave song. He delivers on it. I mean, the lyrics are perfect from the very beginning. I mean, the first bars is angel, come to me, let me be part of all the love you are. And it's just like, yeah, this is they going for it on this one. Like everything about the star of a story is just brilliant from start to finish. Highly recommended. So yes, those are my 5 favorite Johnnie Wilder Jr. led Heatwave songs. If you have a different one, or if you feel like I missed one, I probably should have did an honorable mention because there's a couple others that I really enjoyed. But these were the 5 that resonated with me. How do you feel about Heatwave? What do you think their place is among the great bands of the 70s and of all time? What do you think of Johnnie Wilder Jr. as a vocalist? We'd love to know what you think. And that's going to do it for this ride on the Groove Line. Thank you guys for watching and listening. As always, contact information will be in the description below. Don't forget to like and comment on the video so the algorithm can pop and this channel can grow. And don't forget to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you're notified of every new thing that drops on this channel, because there's a lot that's dropping on this channel. We're probably going to have a video for y'all tomorrow on 4th of July, especially for you hip-hop heads. You already know where I'm going with this if you know me. So thank y'all for watching and ride with me on the Groove Line. And until the next time we ride, y'all be good or be good at it.